Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I know that Brock was here, Robert Mack's here, Tommy J, Dirty Old Man, Nikki I know is here. Did I miss anybody? I got a crappy mouse on this thing. Oh, Cobus was here, and he said he will try to drop by later. Joe, and I think I caught everybody. And Dirty Old Man, I'm actually like I when I did Richard's show. I'm going through my small iPhone 7 TOT uh, card on my phone. So seems to work okay. Let me know what the sound is like. And looks like the video is okay. I think it comes through at 720 or something. And to Las Vegas and Saturday to Arizona for a few days. I'm waiting for Robert to come in and give his itinerary, and somewhere in there it's going to say, and on Wednesday I'll be in Thailand. But maybe I'm a little hopeful. I'm drinking my coffee. I already had breakfast. Um, yeah, that was a strange thing about the hotel. 4-star hotel, free breakfast included, 30 US dollars, 1,000 baht a night, but no Wi-Fi. I never saw that in the beginning. I use the hotel Wi-Fi all the time. I don't think if they want to steal something from me, I guess they'll steal it. But I have pretty good uh, whatever that anti-theptware or whatever as I'm holding the coffee cup in front of my face. So if I miss anything, all right, cool. Thanks, Joe. Hey, Nikki, how's it going? I know it's late where you're at. Um, if I miss something, let me know or just put it back up. Breakfast was good. I'm gonna do a video on that actually tomorrow. I think. Oh, hold on, my mom. There we go. A video on that in the hotel in the room. This is gonna cause me a problem now. I have another set of headphones. So. But I like the hotel's really nice. I like the hotel. You see the little short and everything that I put up. I can't believe that thing's got over 1,000 views. It's weird. YouTube's weird on what they show. I don't think they push anything of mine except for the shorts. I think they push because I forget who it was. Somebody told me to put hashtag short on it, and seems to help. But I guess until I get 1,000 subs, they're not going to push anything. Right? I don't know how all these algorithms and all that kind of crap works. I'm naive to this, as most of you know. But I'll tell you one thing: since Richard's show, I think when I started Richard's show, I was at 672 or something, right around there. And I think as of right now, what is it? 747. So what? 80? 40, 56, 70, 60, 78, 70, I think, subscribers. Unbelievable. I never thought I'd get over 100, so I'm in awe of that. But so that's cool. So anybody that's new to the channel, thanks for subscribing. As you noticed in the last video that I did, I think I thanked everybody and said that we got over 60 subs twice. So um, uh, he sorry, I was reading something. So sometimes I forget, but I didn't want to cut it out because I said more in the second part of it. But I'm glad that you guys subbed. Hopefully you'll get some entertainment value out of my little journey through Thailand. Hopefully I'll be able to do more content stuff like what I did in that little one. I am going to do one tonight. I'm meeting up with Mark, his significant other, Mitch, Tom, Thailand Digital Nomad, and me, my wife, and the two kids, hopefully, um, tonight for Italian food. Tom picked out a place. So, but what happened was, and I'll explain it to you. 3 days ago, the oldest daughter got a message from one of her teachers at the school, her private school in Bangkok. You need to come to Bangkok on the 20th at 9 a.m. and study for 3 hours, and then at noon I'm giving you giving everybody a test, and then you can go about your whatever. And she told her, well, we're on vacation here, and I guess teacher said tough shit. Now, of course, my wife wouldn't let me confront the teacher because that's not the Thai way. But so they took a Bolt, which is what Mitch gave me a an app for the phone, which is one of they pick you up and take you for 100 baht. They'll take you pretty much anywhere in Pattaya. So took her to the bus station. They hopped on a bus at 6 a.m. this morning. Went to Bangkok. They should be there shortly, and then they'll be coming back. So I'm hoping that they're make it back by 5 o'clock so that they can take one from there to where we're at. I'm hoping that they make it. So I'll probably do a video with everybody if they all want to do it. I'm sure Mark's not shy, that's for sure. Tom does his own thing, so, and Mitch, of course, he's not shy either. But let's see. Hey, I'm probably gonna always say that, butcher your name, but how are you? Hope you're feeling better today. Did I miss anything? Tom's on his way. Are you? Yeah, I was gonna try to make that, and then with all the stuff with my wife this morning and getting up at 5 o'clock and her getting out and to the bus, and then me tossing and turning, and I guess I screwed up I got to apologize to everybody. I screwed up a live stream somehow. I canceled it in StreamYard. It said cancel. I canceled it. It went away. I never saw it. I never saw it on my phone. It never notified me, of course. So sorry about that. But I guess some of the people said they had a pretty good time with the 10 people or whatever that were in the chat talking amongst each other. Hey, Mitch. Is that for tonight or this morning, Mitch? Okay. So, Mitch, are you going there for breakfast? And let me know what time you guys are going to be there till, because if I end this, I might take off on the scooter. We drove, Mitch, when we went out to eat last night. Me, Mitch, one of my wife's good friends, my wife and the kids. Anyway, we went out for a seafood buffet, and after you went straight and turned left, she went straight and turned right. We were behind you, and she took me right by that Kiwi whatever place. I looked at it, I saw it, and that's right before that restaurant, maybe not even 1 block or 2 blocks, is called the Sea Breeze Hotel, and that's where I stayed when I came and got the big scooter, the SYM, right down the street from there. So anyway, let me know, guys, what time you're gonna be there till, and I'll try to make it there. But yeah, Tom, I drove right by it last night, so I know exactly where it is. My wife's been to the, Thai women, people, and seafood is like me and apple pie. I mean, they just love it. My wife's already been to the seafood market right down the street from our hotel. It's a big one, and 5 times on the scooter, all 3 of them. The 2 daughters of my wife on that 125 I rented, and just loving life. Going down there yesterday, they came back with a kilo of scallops for 100 baht. So what is that, for $3? And a bunch of shrimp, and they had them cooked. They'll cook it for you there and all that. I haven't even been there yet, but I guess they have real good seafood here. I mean, I know they do. I ate it last night and yesterday afternoon. But my wife will eat seafood 10 times a day. But I don't know. Thai women can, they're 1/10 the size of me, and they eat 10 times as much. I don't understand it. I have to watch everything if I don't want to gain 10 kilos. What's the temperature? The temperature is nice, man. It's it's starting to cool down in Surin now. This is I guess it's like mostly November, December, January, and February. It's what I consider decent weather. Highs maybe 80, 82, something like that. I don't know what it's like here Celsius wise. I didn't even really check. Mitch probably knows. Hey Richard, how you doing? Yeah, I know. Is that unbelievable or what? I was I was just talking about that a little while ago. It's like wow. And it seems like the more and more I know, particularly on your stuff, a lot of people can't catch it. Like me before, they can't catch it live because before it was on late for me, and it seems like they keep on watching. And it's like every time I look at it, it goes up two or three more, and two or three more, and two or three more. It's awesome. Thanks, Richard. It really gave me a bump. That's awesome. And then I know that I'm going to try to come back because I want to go to Wahin and meet up with Johnny and and then go down and probably see Joe. So I'm going to see what my wife's got together for November and December. I want to plan a trip in both November and December. But are you going to be bored this week? You're not going to have a show to put together, Richard, or that's not a problem? Okay, I will. I will. Yeah, the people, I don't know. People are 99% of the people. It's that one, it's almost like me saying, were you more on the 1% side, of motorcycles? Yeah, definitely. And now I look at the 1% of the YouTubers that are less than that, probably. Like I said, I got a 99% happy with the people and everybody that I've met on YouTube so far. So, but it seems like most of them, like I said, when I did that one with Joe, the comments and stuff were awesome. I was really impressed, like I said, mostly by Johnny because he's a fairly big YouTuber in my eyes anyway. Then, especially, I didn't even. I mean, I had a channel, but I put on no talking videos of the hotels I stayed in, basically for my family. And then Joe kind of said, you ought to do it. Maybe you'll like it. And he was right. I was wrong. I didn't think I'd like it, but but a lot of people in that one too were the comments. So I'll go back through those things, Richard. I will take a look at it. But and like I said before, anytime you want to do an interview, I'm more than happy. I'm retired. I don't have much to do, so people might be interested, or they could just watch Joe's. Have things changed since Joe's? Yeah, it's a year later. Now I'm married. I wasn't quite then. A week later, I was. But yeah, I mean, my life is. I got no complaints, man. I got no complaints at all. But I'm trying to read at the same time. Sorry, guys. Hey, there's Brock. Did you already get back? Oh, you're at on the now. Oh, okay, cool. Brock, I think he went to get his meds or something. But yeah, so things have changed quite a bit. I guess actually, because now we're building a house, we're getting ready to move. Me and my wife, and I've bitten 10 holes in my tongue because she made me kind of promise not to talk about the house or text people, why isn't this done, and bust people's balls about getting the house done. So I kind of promised her that until we get back on Saturday, or basically it'll be Sunday, uh, I'm not going to stick my nose into the house. But it's getting close. We did get the approval. We did get the money from the bank and transferred it to him. So he's back in pretty good situation. So he'll probably get it done. The air conditioner will go in. The windows will go in. The painting should be complete. The kitchen should be on. I'm going to guess on Monday of next week. The cabinet maker ought to be in the kitchen and in our bedroom. So it's coming along. We got the chandelier. The stairs are pretty much done, except for the railings. So anyway, so it's going in the right direction. But she's making me. It's hard for me not to say stuff sometimes. Did I say hi to Tommy J? I know he was here. I don't. He might have. Oh, there he is. He's here. But yeah. So anyway, So the house is coming along good. I'm having a really good time in Pattaya. Uh, it's been fun. Like I said before, I got to meet Mark finally, and his significant other, very nice lady, um, and excuse me, Kevin from 30 and Wake Up, and they're very very good people, nice guys, just like they are on. That's what I look for when I meet somebody. Are you the person that I see on YouTube? And he most definitely is. Nice guy, just like he is there. Awesome. So, like I said, if I missed something, guys, put it in there. Hey, Andy, how's it going? Lewis from Texas, how are you? Uh, uh, the way that the crappy trip that I had, Lewis, on the way here, I'm thinking about buying some kind of a blow up donut ring that you'd use for, hemorrhoids or something, just to give me a little more cushion, because that was the biggest part of it. The cushion, maybe it was the particular seat I had. Maybe every person my size and bigger is sitting in that seat for the last 5 years or whatever. Because the buses usually are pretty comfortable. I've taken it, same bus, back and forth to Bangkok to see the kids, do their traditional Thai dancing and that kind of stuff. So, so man, I'm hoping it was a seat, but I'm going to try to get some kind of blow up something to put under my ass. So we'll see. But we'll probably right now. She had already, when she bought the ticket, she bought round trip to here and back on the bus. She bought them all at the same time. I think we leave on Saturday at like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that. So we'll get wee hours of the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. We'll get back and imagine. Yeah, yeah. That would have been good. That would have been a good thumbnail, wouldn't it, Richard? But the show's great. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to do it for a long time. I know that you want to move and do. You're going to be able to work. That's awesome. But I know when you're, a lot of people think that, oh, it's just so easy to work on the internet, and well, it's one thing when you're just trying to make a little extra money, but when you're trying to make a living and actually having to do a job, I don't think people realize just how much time it takes. They think you could just pop on the computer and, oh, okay, I made my day's wage in 36 minutes. That crap don't happen. So I'm hoping that you're going to be able to do it, even if they aren't, every week or whatever. I'm hoping you're going to be able to do it for a long time. I really enjoy the show. Now that it's in the morning, I can actually watch it live. So, Boss Am, how are you? I'm going to put up the link in case anybody wants to come on. They are more than welcome, as long as they keep everything nice and clean. Got no problem. Don't have to agree with everything I say. Just have to be nice about it. Let's see there. And come up. Yeah, it did. All right, cool. And I don't know how it'll work either. I didn't really have. I don't know if I had anybody on through this iPhone card, but the TOT internet that my wife got me, she's supposed to be one of the better packages that TOT has, and it seems to work. I mean, it worked on Richard's show. It's working right now. So, and where are you at now, Robert? Are you still in the Midwest? Sorry about the coffee drinking. 7:49. It's weird because it sat at like before I went on the show for like 2 weeks before then. It sat at like, I think it was like 670, 672, 671, 669, 673, 671. And I just sat there. And I'm going, well, it is what it is. What am I going to do? I can't really do anything about it, But yeah, And I think from Johnny talking about it, from always the good things that you always have to say for me whenever you even mention me, and then now when I was on, I think as people are going through it, they're saying, "Oh, okay, I'll subscribe and see what this guy's all about." So it's kind of cool. I really appreciate it, Richard. You know that. YouTube puberty. Yeah, I mean the way it's going, it keeps going and going. And I know that if I went over to Hawaiian tomorrow, Johnny would. I seen him do it with another person probably over a year ago, and in a day and a half, I think the guy went from 50 subs to over 1,000. So Johnny definitely has the capability of doing that. Hey, unedited, how are you? If I miss anybody, let me know too. Put your name up there again. Yeah, so what am I? So that's what I'm doing tonight. And then I think we're pretty well. I'm going to leave it up to my wife and the kids what they want to do on Thursday and Friday, I think. I think I want to go to, I think it's La Pub, I think it is. I'd like to meet Mr. Egg. I know he had a little spill on his motorcycle, but Mitch had given me the recommendation and I subscribed to his channel. And I know he was on the other night for his little pool tournament. So he sounded good. I didn't watch the whole thing, obviously, but I'd like to get by there and say hello to him because I'm planning on coming back to this area. I would like to buy a condo in Rayong, preferably right over by Tom. They've got some really good deals on stuff. So if I can swing it, I'd like to do that because I think I'd have to punch it in again. But it's about 6 hours, maybe a little over 6 hours from Surin to where, to Rayong, to the beach there. So, and then it's just a bachelor one, just the bed. And I don't know if you've ever watched Tom's Thailand Digital Nomads videos. You'll see the condo. It's got an awesome view. It's perfect. And the price is right. So we'll see what happens on that. And if I do that, then I'm going to be back and forth over in this area quite a bit. Because I'll come, during the week kind of is uneventful for me because I haven't been out running around and doing anything. Just when you're, I don't know, it's kind of weird when even when I was in Costa Rica, I would go to the bar during the day and drink 2 drinks and then drink Coke with a couple of the people that I had met there. But I haven't met anybody in Surin. So the days that my wife works Monday through Friday, she gets up, makes me breakfast, makes me coffee, gets ready and goes to work, comes back at 8 o'clock in the morning, comes back at 5:30, sometimes 6, depending if she's picking up food, excuse me, on the way back or whatever. So I see her. Then when she comes back, she wants to spend time with her mom and dad, the kids, not necessarily just come and just sit right with me and talk. We do a little bit, but maybe 10 minutes. And then she's after that, then, they all go down and eat. Usually I eat something different and I eat at a different time. So I guess what I'm saying is I only see her a couple hours each day on Monday through Friday. So if I plan my trips, and I did talk to Kevin, 30 and a Wake Up, he's going to start doing the going around thing. And I told him I'd like to, if he didn't mind, get on the Forza. And if he's coming close to me, go meet him, not infringe on his deal, but maybe stop, have dinner, have lunch, talk, and then go on my merry way. Would be fun for me. And maybe I will do that. And I'm still planning on maybe doing some motor vlogging with camping, motorcycle camping. I have half the stuff. I still need the tent and the sleeping bag and a couple other things. I did a little video on that. So that might be interesting. People might like it, maybe they don't. I don't know. We'll find out. But I think I'm going to do most of my traveling Monday through Friday. Is going to be the best bet because on Saturday and Sunday I'd like to be home. She's off all day. Then she does work one Saturday a month, but it should be interesting. There appears to be Boston baked beans. What is that? What did I miss? Not the same with that. Yeah, no shit on Richard. um, yeah, I don't know. The Dodgers win. Who won? I'm kind of stuck. I was a Dodger fan my whole life. I grew up right in the San Fernando Valley with Ron Say and Steve Garvey and all them boys back in the day. But I've also lived up above Fresno, so I kind of adopted over on the San Francisco area too. So it was kind of. I know they got bumped by the Dodgers, I think. But does anybody know how many games have they played? I know they played at least one because there's a guy called. God, I'm gonna forget his name. Leeway something. Anyway, he kind of commentaries on the game if you want to watch it. And he came from the San Fernando Valley. He's almost the same age as me. He's out of the Philippines, I think, is where he mostly goes. But anyway, Dave, what are you doing? you know, yeah, I don't know what, you know, it's kind of hard. There's a whole bunch of people out there, obviously, doing, Chuck and Paige, Joe and Gift. Once they get going, Joe and Gift, doing the traveling thing, and they all have, their wives on interesting stuff. And when I try to do one, it's like, my wife doesn't want to come on because she thinks she doesn't speak good English, which she does. She thinks I'm the only one that can understand her, which isn't true. But eventually she will, because she's really an intelligent lady, and she really has a bunch of good insight for people that have Thai partners or whatever, on the woman side of things. She can answer a lot of questions, but there's a lot of that going on. So with me, I've got Surin, but Surin. But you'd be surprised how many people just want motor vlogging and see Surin and see the streets. And like I said before I went to Costa Rica for 8 months, I watched videos of the locals there just driving around. And when I got there, I'll be damned, I knew exactly where I was. I knew where I needed to make a left and a right to get to where I was going in the town that I ended up in, Hermosa Beach, which was right next to Cocoa Beach, which is basically one of the big tourist areas in Costa Rica on the Pacific coast. Excuse me. So it does help, and a lot of people like them. But I think I don't know. I get bored easy, so I don't know. I try to think about what people want to watch. Some people just want to watch me bullshit. So I mean, I guess it's all relative. I guess I'll find out when people don't watch anymore. I'll say, oh, maybe you need to come up with something different. Somebody will text me during the show. Do not read the comments. Yeah, and I do it. I do it all the time. I go down there and do it, and I try. You know what it is? Even with these glasses, I need to go to a regular eye doctor because it's really weird. These are reading type glasses, and they're the same as like my bifocals would be, but my this eye is fairly good at close up stuff. So the glass in this actually blurs stuff for me, and where it improves this one. So I need to have glasses. I need someone to design the glasses, a doctor, on exactly what I need, and then I'd be able to see, because I should be able to read from right here what is coming on. Hey, bacon and eggs, I can see that, but I can't. I have to go in about to here, and so something's wrong. Anyway, I'm old and I'm screwed up, so we don't have to go into that too much. Hey, Mark, I'm meeting up with today too. He's coming this way, and I'm actually going to spend. We're going to spend a couple of days, I think, in the same hotel, which will be kind of cool. So Mark's a great guy too. I'm glad I got to meet him, and looking forward to this afternoon actually. And Andy's back saying hi. Sorry, been on the phone for a bit. And Tommy J's a famous moderator now. You got to spend some time with Chuck and Paige in Texas. I learned a lot about you on his videos. I didn't know that was what you did for years and years and years. That's awesome. Tommy's a good guy. Let's see. Nikki's back. Great work. I was distracted. Nikki, I can't believe you're up. What time is it there? 2 o'clock in the morning. Here I am again, Richard. I'm constantly reading the shit. Um, I'll drink my coffee and sit back because I don't want to miss anything. I mean, we've only got 15 people in the room. I mean, not only. I mean, that's great, but I start getting over 20 and it's just me by myself. I lose I lose track of what I'm doing and what people are saying. I don't want to miss questions. Oh, coffee's good. Okay, I'm doing it again. Oh, dirty old man. Let's get this. Yeah, I have to see a real doctor, definitely, no doubt. And I've known that for about a year, and then I was sick for that, that time where when I, was in the hospital and all that and recuperating, so I didn't bother with it. So I guess it's probably been a couple of years, but and I've been kind of trying to wait for all this bullshit to be over. But first off, I don't think it's ever going to be over. It's going to be the flu, and it's going to be a booster shot you get every year, and people are going to die from it, and that's just the way it is. So once everybody adopts that mentality, it shouldn't be a problem. So, but I think I've waited long enough. I've been double vaxxed with Pfizer. I think I'm going to go ahead and make an appointment and go down there because it's getting, it sucks getting old. I know most of the people that watch this channel are, in their 50s and 60s, but I didn't realize it really hit me bad at probably right about 50. I'm going to say up into my mid 40s and late 40s and 50. Once I hit 50 and I actually kind of retired right about then, it I noticed new aches and pains and God, I sure thought I could see better yesterday, and that kind of crap. And it's definitely not fun, man. Definitely not fun. Although I do feel when I was younger and I looked at somebody that was my grandfathers or older people, being me, 60, 65, I went, wow, is that person old? Now it's kind of like I don't think it's that old. I'd like to go 15 years, 20 years maybe. I know I'm always talking about dying, but excuse me. But I'd like to, and especially for my wife. She wants me to hang out for a while. Did I miss anything? No, no. I'm doing it again, Richard. Tommy J. Good morning. Are you there, Tom? And here's the news today. People that are not fully vaccinated can't go to the beach. Must be a scam, or is it? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I said, I still don't quite understand that theory because for restaurants either, because vaxxed or no vaxxed, if you've got COVID and you go somewhere, you can give it to somebody else. So I don't understand. But of course, I don't understand a lot of things. That isn't saying much. Um, 54, and I feel most days, it was right in my early 50s, I think, Al. I mean, it was just a little bit, I had the first stages of diabetes, which now I don't take anything for anymore because I'm eating better, I'm guessing, and I'm not quite as fat as I was before I got sick. But I need to get back in the gym and I need to lose weight. I got to. And I'll probably last longer. But my feet are still a little tingly and numb, which kind of scares me because I've had friends that have lost feet and stuff like that to diabetes, which would really suck. But it's just the aches and pains. Did I miss Tom? Did you pop in there for a second? Did you answer me? You probably did. No, no, he didn't. Okay. Where am I? Richard, I've been on a diet for 2 weeks and lost 14 days. When I was younger, we called it a low carb, high protein diet. And when I was younger and when I started boxing, when I was real young, I went from two, what was I, 237 to 176 in 6 weeks, just by eating any kind of protein, bacon, you know, pork chops, steak, chicken, um, anything, eggs, anything. But same thing like whatever they're doing with this keto thing or whatever, and and that's what Sylvester Stallone did the same thing when he did Rocky, because it kind of makes you a little punch drunk to not having the carbs. So I think he did it for both reasons, to lose weight and to do it. And he's been in shape his whole life. I didn't I didn't do that, but yeah. So I don't really want to. I started doing that keto thing because I know that Les, uh, he is does, doing a thing on his channel, um, with the keto thing, and he's lost quite a bit of weight. But I started to do that, and my doctor said, "Oh, no, 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 no keto for you." So now I just watch. My typical deal is cornflakes and banana in the morning when I'm at home, or scrambled eggs with boiled chicken breast and onion and a sliced tomato. And then lunchtime, my mother-in-law makes me a lamu that's low in sodium, a little bit of sticky rice, which I probably shouldn't be eating. And then dinner time, it's usually some kind of chicken or something. But except for now, because when I go back, I gain two kilos easy. 751. It's amazing, man. I don't understand. Oh, I do understand. It's cool. Um, mine must be a run. Yeah, yeah. Well, that also during that time too. I didn't mention, but I was running 5 miles a day um, during that 6 week period too. So, and I didn't box for long. I only boxed for about 6 months, and I said enough with this. I had to go to work. Um, I needed to make money, so I obviously wasn't going to be a contender. So, although I was decent, I could hold my own. Yeah, I hope so, Nikki. I think it's going that way anyway. They used to run laps backwards. those days never were for me, dirty woman. But I need to exercise more. I need to get up in the morning. I get up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock anyway. I need to go out and walk for an hour, come back, maybe eat a little bit of breakfast, go to the gym, do a 2 hour deal there at least 4 days a week, and then come back and eat right, and I should be fine in maybe 6, 8 months, something like that. how, and that used to be some of my favorite breakfasts too, Richard, was leftover pizza. And I make pizza here too, and I'm getting a pizza oven for the for the house, a little one to start with. It's you can buy it off of Lasada. It actually uses wood pellets to burn, and it cooks like a 12-inch pizza or something like that. It's small, but it's more like it's got a stone in it and that kind of stuff. So it's a little bit more like a wood fired deal. It's like 600 degrees inside or something. So I'll do that while I try to build the wood oven. Well, Cobus is back. Maybe 10 days. I've missed some stuff. I think making pizza right now. Yeah, I enjoy making pizza. The kids like it. My wife did find a place that had some good mozzarella, and they deliver to the house for a decent price. But we haven't done it in a while. I am going to do a. I talked to my wife right before we came on the trip. I said when the house gets done, because we're probably going to be. She doesn't want to have the house whatever blessing, warming, and the wedding until after all the landscape and the plunge pools in and the ponds in and the landscaping's done and everything. So I'm going to guess if I get in there in November, December, January, February, probably March, probably April, we'll be doing something. So I told her for all the workers and all that kind of stuff that worked on the house, I want to have I'll do pasta, meatballs, sausage bread. Do a big layout for them. There's probably I'm going to guess 25, 30 people that basically have worked on the house. That'll be fun. See if it be 10 minutes left on the timer. That's for your pizza? What time has it been? I've only been on 40 minutes. So my wife's on a bus in Bangkok. She probably got off. What time is it now? Um, I told her to watch, but I don't see her on here. But so the oldest Sim is probably doing her studying right now, and then my wife and younger daughter are going to just hang out, shushu, hang out on the school. There is what they said. Knowing them, they're probably looking for food right now. Um, that's what they normally do. If they're not eating, they're looking for something to eat. Yeah, they all those wood-fired ovens. That's why they're usually extremely thin crust pizzas because they cook in 2 minutes. So um, 2 or 3 minutes, something like that, in a wood fire, depending on the temperature. But they're usually 650. Some of them even more than that, 700. Uh, but the taste is good. But a lot of people like them. I like thick crust because I just like bread. I can sit down and eat a loaf of French bread or whatever or Italian bread when you go. A lot of people. I was brought up. I mean, I'm Italian, so everything that mine's different. Like when we get Italian bread and stuff like that, we never used butter. We used olive oil on a plate with pepper and salt and maybe a little balsamic. I was never too hot on the balsamic, but and just dip it right into the olive oil and instead of the butter. Butter's good too. Don't get me wrong, but just the way with Italian food and the way that I was brought up, we used olive oil. Cool. Yes, you're very well. You're sure invited, Andy. Anybody that's here and they can fit in the yard and on the street, I'll give them food and drink. My wife seems to think that just with the family and her friends and all that she's talking about 200 people. So it ought to be a pretty good party, I would think. And I thought I had a pretty neat idea with putting that one tank with the tilapia and giving people little fishing poles, something with a string on it, catch your own fish, and have somebody there gut it up, throw it on a grill, and feed you. But I guess according to Buddha, you can't be killing stuff on the property. So I got shot down on that idea. But, let's see, did I miss anybody? Regular Joe travels. I didn't see you. How you doing? Um, Making a character. I'm bored with my friends. Supermarket. Yeah, that's one thing that I want to do too when I'm here. Mitch had mentioned a place called the Friendship Market, and I think I've heard Chuck mention that Friendship Market before. I want to go there and see if there's. I like to eat raw tuna and raw salmon, and I like it. When I came from the States, I brought six, seven, eight, nine, 10, about 12 of the little bottles. It's not hot chili oil. It's hot sesame seed oil, and it has a different taste and flavor to it than the chili oil. So I want to go by there and see. Usually, it's been almost 2 years since I've been back to the U.S., but my plan was, and still is, every 4 months to go back for a couple of weeks, and I'm hoping that I can get on that routine soon. And then I would just bring stuff. I mean, I all the spices that I normally have, and I always brought back a bunch of chocolate for the kids and that kind of stuff. I haven't done that in 2 years, so obviously it's all gone. All my seasonings, everything. So I'm gonna go look at these Friendship Market before I go home and see. I brought my drone with me. I talked to James in his live stream about it. He gave me a name of a place. All the DJI places that both Mitch and I have tried to contact are closed. I did find a Facebook page and the guy says it's DJI on it. I don't know if it's just a club or whatever, but he says he's going to help me get my. Did get back to me and stuff. We've corresponded 2 or 3 times, but my time's running out to get my license and get it registered. If not, I think I can do it online. I just have to actually think about it and do it. I figured this way I could just go pay somebody and get my license and all, and I could fly it. Because now after James told me about all the fines and crap, it got me a little worried. So I haven't flown it in a while. I know I was watching. God, I'm going to butcher his name. Scott Mellon. Mitch turned me on to him. I watched him for a while. I think he's pretty funny. I like him. I've only watched him a handful of times, but I watched him yesterday, and he was talking about the bad experience he's had with DJI and his controller been messing up. So I haven't had that problem. I've had the Mini for over a year. He says he thinks because of its the solder joints or something inside to go bad, and he had to have it fixed, cost him like 1,500 baht. Mine sits for a month at a time, and I fly it in the yard or something, and it works perfectly. So I guess if you get a lemon, you get a lemon. I don't think it matters what manufacturer it is. Hey Jake, how you doing? But he's got some pretty good. I guess he's been around for a long time, and I guess he's had a really bad problem with trolls because I kidded him because it was really the first time was yesterday that I actually got into his live stream and actually voiced a couple of opinions, and one of them was I didn't like waiting 3 years to be able to get into the chat, and he didn't quite get it. He's got kind of his sense of humor maybe isn't the same as mine, but then he kind of figured it out. But when I did it, it was either 30 or 60 days you had to wait just to subscribe. You had to be a subscriber for at least, I think it was 30 or 60 days just to be able to comment. Which, if you got a bunch of trolls up your behind, probably wouldn't be a bad thing. But I think it kind of hinders him on, his channel. But I think he's got a bunch of subscribers. I think he's been around for a while. 2 years ago. I'm reading again, Richard. I didn't see that one, and I watch almost all of James's videos. I heard him talking about it the other day because in the video that I watched, he said somebody asked he wants to get another one, obviously, another Mav 2 Mini, I think, and I've got just the regular one, the first Mini, but he had said, that somebody had asked him in the chat, did you go and get it? And I guess it must be in a dangerous spot. And he said, hell no, I didn't go get it. It's not worth dying for a $600 drone. And he said, but you've seen in my videos, you've seen where it's at. Go get it if you want. So, yeah, I'm going to have to go back and look at that one. I miss occasional. I never thought, I heard YouTubers and stuff because, like I said, I've only been doing this like this maybe 6 months. I always wondered, oh, Mike, how come the guy can't, answer this comment? And how come the guy can't do this? And does it really take that long to edit something? Man, it takes a hell of a lot longer than you would think. Because I try to watch everybody that I'm subscribed to. I try to comment on every comment. And if I miss one and you're watching now, put something else in the comments because it's really weird. I don't sit in front of my computer and go down the list. I don't know how to work the YouTube studio and that. I just do it on the phone and answer them. And sometimes I miss them. So please don't be offended if I miss or don't answer your comment because I try to answer each one or every one. And I talked to, when I met Kevin from 30 in the Wake Up, he told me he's answered, and when he was in the van life, I think he had 75,000 or more subscribers, and he's been in three or four genres. I hope I'm saying that word right. But anyway, and he said he answers every comment. And I thought that was pretty cool. So, but it's very hard to do, man. You'd be surprised how much time, because the more and more that I do this as far as my videos, the more and more I think I'm getting better, and it takes longer to edit. Richard, forget about it. I could never do what Richard does, sitting there and frame by frame, add his never. I get so frustrated, I throw the computer out the flipping window. But I think I'm getting better in at least knowing what I want to do when I do a video. So, but the more and more detail that I get, the longer and longer it takes, and you can't just film something, throw it in there, upload it to YouTube, and you're done. I mean, you could, but you don't know what's in it. What did I say? Did I cuss? What did I do? Because I don't really. Do I cuss? Yeah. I've been training myself for the past 10 years not to. Yes, in respect for my wife that passed away, and my wife now. I just don't think it's appropriate to cuss in front of women, children, regardless of whether I'll get a bunch of crap for that too. I'm sure, but like I say, they took away years ago. I got in a fight and cussed, and there was a college guy. I was in high school, and it was after a party, and his girlfriend. After I beat him up, his girlfriend started screaming, and yelling, and I guess I made a few choice comments to her, and back then there was a law saying you cannot use profanity in the presence of women and children. And luckily, I got out of the assault charge. The guy wouldn't testify, and it was the funniest thing in the world because the poor lady, she got up there, and the judge said, "Okay, could you please tell us what he said?" She goes, "Oh, I could never repeat that." And he goes, "Well, you don't understand. If you can't tell me what he said, I can't convict him of anything." She said, "Well, I could never repeat that." Click, case dismissed. So I walked out. Not shortly after that, because of the women's rights movement and stuff like that, which I agree with for the most part, they took that out. But do I think that women should have the doors open for them and and stuff like that, stuff that I grew up with? I think so. If it hurts somebody's feeling, then I guess maybe you don't hang with me or you don't like me. Because if I'm there, I'm going to open the door for a lady if she's there. So if they want to kick me in the shins and run, then let them kick me in the shins. I can't do anything about the way that I feel or the way that I was brought up. Yes, he does, Cobus. I mean, really amazing things. It amazes me anyway. I can't say I don't see how he does it. I mean, I worked a lot, especially in HVAC during the hot season. I mean, I was working, 10, 12 hours a day, every day, and I know he works a lot. And for him to be able to do that and put all that stuff together, what he does every week, I couldn't do it. Richard's amazing. I missed what Tommy had said. How Richard spends hours on videos, and then I suggest. Yeah, I know. It's easy to suggest things, right, Tommy? I mean, yeah, Richard, you should do this. Richard's going, oh, great idea. That's only going to take 8 or 10 hours of my time. I know he puts a lot into it. I give him a lot of credit for that. He's a good man. I am looking forward to meeting every one of the people that subscribe to the channel. And by the way, the people that are watching and the new subscribers, I can't say thank you enough for subscribing. I'm hoping that you enjoy the content and we have fun. We have a lot of fun on this channel. Sometimes people will come on. There'll be 6 of us up here on the screen talking, and anybody that comes in and wants to, they're more than welcome to come up. If you just want to sit out and just watch and enjoy the the show, that's great too. I just want to, show my appreciation for the people that are subbing to the channel. It's awesome. But let's see, did I miss anything? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it needs to be trimmed bad. See this here really bad. In fact, I was going to say something about that gator. Time to trim the beard. Um, Usually this time of year, I let it grow, and then I'll usually get asked to give presents away at the local schools and stuff when I was in the States. But I don't think I have to worry about that here. So I am gonna have it trimmed up. It needs it. I think the most of them, Gator, were Mitch likes to hit the thumbs down button even if he's not around. Just kidding. You know what I don't get is I see a lot of people like even Chuck and Joe and stuff like that. If they do a live stream or they're doing a video, before the video even comes on, there's already 3 or 4 or 5 thumbs down. So does that just mean just trolls and they just hate you? Is that what the deal is? Because I'm sure I've got a couple of them that hate me, and I don't like them so much either. They think I'm troll, and I think they're trolls. So we'll leave that for them. But yeah, I guess trolls, Gator. I can't think of any other. I can't think of any other. Uh, let's see. Yeah, I know. Good idea, Richard. It is. This needs to be trimmed, and I still have the kids. They take it. My wife that passed for. I was with her for almost 30 years, 28 years, something like that. She stopped working as soon as we got married. She worked 2 jobs. One was for deluxe check printers, and the other one she's been a beautician for her whole life, cut hair. And she had like a $600 pair of scissors that I took with me when she passed. I gave all the rest of the stuff for the family and let them do what they wanted, her little bag and all her other stuff. But I kept her. She would not ever let me touch her scissors because he said, you can't cut string, you can't cut paper, you can't cut this, you can't cut that, only hair. So I've got it. And the kids, they love it. I mean, I think she paid $600 for this freaking little pair of scissors, and they work good. And I cut it, but the last time I let Nitnoy at my beard, holy crap! I thought she was going to take it all the way down to the skin. So I've got to find somebody. Maybe I should go. I'm in Pattaya. Maybe I know Nick Dean went to that barber, and then Esquire just did a video of going to that same barber, the very very cute Thai lady, um, right here in Pattaya. Maybe I should go there, and I could be just like the other guy. I'm bald. Can I have a haircut? But maybe she can cut a beard. My wife, I just don't trust. I don't know. Most of the Thai ladies that I've met do not like facial hair. My wife, she puts up with it because she knows I've had it since I was 14, and it's only been off a few times. But let's see. Yeah, thanks, Cobus. I do too. I think everybody's an input to the channel. They all have fun. Even if it gives you a little bit of joy for an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, it's worth it to me. It's great. I have a good time doing it. Um, I know the people that come on. I know Brock likes to come on. He has fun doing that. Mark, same way. And like I said, anybody and everybody's welcome as long as they keep things nice and clean. And like I say, don't have to have the same opinions as me, but you just need to be nice about it. I'll listen to anybody. Like I said, a lot of people would probably have various opinions on opening the door for a lady or not. So, wife ever? Um, no, she never complains. It's really weird because uh, they kiss different. I mean, they do kiss, but they also like blow. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a Thai kiss. My wife does that a lot, and but no, she's never complained that it tickled her. But she has mentioned, especially when we were first together, that maybe maybe you could try shaving all that crap off. But she hasn't complained. She's a good woman, man. I can't say enough about my wife. Everybody knows I'm the luckiest man in both Thailand and the world. So, um, I have no life. You know, if it, the people, like I said before, I mean, there's still people, YouTubers being, vloggers, whatever you call them, that are still saying, "Oh, probably not a good time to come to Thailand." Not, and I'm just, I don't know. Even when I was watching Melon's show yesterday, he didn't agree. He listened too. I kind of like that. He'll listen to what you have to say, and even if you don't agree with him, he'll say, "I don't agree with you," but blah blah blah. And I like that. But me and him had different opinions about the sandbox in Phuket. I was gonna say something on there, and especially when I was the first one going on the show, I didn't know should I bring up somebody else's channel or not. But he's saying, "Oh, I was in Phuket before they started the sandbox, and it was absolutely dead," and blah blah blah. And I wanted to say, "Well, have you watched, Chocolate Man in Thailand's last three videos? Maybe you wouldn't say that, But I didn't want to, unless I know somebody and know that it's okay for me to mention somebody else's channel. I don't really want to do that. But that's the case. I don't know if you watch James's deal. I mean, what does everybody think here? I mean, it looked pretty wide open to me if you watch James's videos. Is it the same as it was, 10 years ago? No. But is it in comparison to before before COVID? Hell yeah. I mean, there's people on the streets and they're drinking in bars, and I mean, they're wide open. And I guess he's doing. I know that he did a short on it, but just so you know, the 21st tomorrow, and I'm guessing he's going to do a live stream. He's going to be at Maybell's coffee shop in Phuket, and it's a subscriber meetup. And that's a bummer because if he was here in Pattaya, I'd get to meet him. But I'll get to meet him. I'll come back this way. But I think the 21st, he said you can check James's Facebook or the little short he put up on YouTube. But I think it was the 21st, which is tomorrow here. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter. You're right, Nick. I don't think it makes a difference. It doesn't make a difference to me. I don't care what somebody. The only thing I'd like to know if somebody does give me one is why. You just don't like me. You think I'm an idiot. Why are you watching? Why are you hanging out long enough to give me a thumbs down without, putting any input in? I guess just haters. I don't know. Uh, yeah, it is hard. I think that come November 1st, if they get rid of the COE, which they've already said they're going to, and it makes it nice and easy. And I think you only need I think Chuck did a video on it's like 3 pieces of paper that you need to get in, and they get rid of the queue, and you just test when you leave wherever you are, and test when you get here, and no queue. I don't know, man. I'm staying in a 4-star hotel, including breakfast for $30 a night, US. I mean, I don't know. I know what I paid when I went to Hawaii. In a 4 or 5-star hotel. 350, 400, $500 a night. So I don't know. And Phuket, I would still go to Phuket. If anybody asked me where would you go when you've never been to Thailand, I would say Phuket because there's so much there to do. With that you could drive to. If you're a single person, you can hop on a scooter like I did, and you could spend 3 weeks easily checking out different places in Phuket. What did I like? Secondly, probably where Joe is, Pachuap Kurikan, Hua Hin, that area. I like Krabi, and Krabi you're going to be able to go to. I think it's going to be after November 1st. I think it's going to be pretty wide open. I'm hoping for people like Brian Flowers and Nick Dean and all them, the guys that have bars here, that they open the flipping bars up. I mean, I don't know. They got to. I mean, these people are not only them, but the Thai people too. They're getting killed here, man. Um, and I don't see any reason why not to. Even if because they're talking December 1st, and I know that Brian did a video on, that may seem fine and dandy for somebody that doesn't own a bar and making a living. Oh, great, it's going to open in December. It doesn't do him much good, but hopefully they do, at least on a limited platform, maybe just outside, even just to start for a couple of weeks, something, get some, because I know that he's got like, I'm looking forward to meeting him. Hopefully I can while I'm here. But he's got like 27 interest in 27 bars. I mean, if they all opened up wide open right out of the gate, like everybody wants, and they get 5 million people rushing in that first day, I mean, that's going to take a shitload of money to generate all of them open in the same time to 100%. I mean, I don't know. I'll leave that to the businessmen, but I hope for his sake and for the people's sake that have the bars and the entertainment venues, that they get to open now. Today would be good, and hopefully they will. Maybe it'll look great. Yeah, and Mitch went and met them, and a lot of people are meeting that. I guess they're really transparent. I like their channel. They're really transparent in how much it costs them to start their coffee shop, how much they made each month, how much for this, that, which helps a lot of people that want to start a business. But it seems like they're doing okay, even with probably helped them that Phuket was a sandbox, obviously, and now even more so. I'm kind of curious to see. I'm almost positive that James will do a live stream. I would think so, because I'm kind of curious to see how many people show up to that. I bet there's going to be quite a few. My first, yeah, there's a good channel. A lot of good vloggers here. There's a few that are borderline, but that's being nice. But for the most part, they're good people. I mean, that's what I say. That's like I judge somebody when I'm hoping that when somebody meets me, they go, God, Dave's exactly the way he is when you see him right now. When I met him for coffee yesterday, I met him for the first time. That's what I look for, somebody that's genuine, Yeah, and there's a lot of like here. When my wife, when we got here, they were pretty. There was a bunch of people here on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, all Thai, 99% Thai except for this white face. And what that tells me is that the government uh, plan where they're paying 40% and the 600 baht a day for breakfast or for food and stuff like that is working. Because my wife said when she came here with TOT 5 years ago or whatever, she said it was 99% foreigners and hardly any Thai people. And right now, even they've got quite a few people in the hotel now, and I credit that all to the government doing this plan. Um, they're all Thai. Like I said, 99%. I'm the only white face walking around. All the kids think I'm Santa Claus, and I'm a big hit with the Thai kids. So they get on the beach. Just to go north. Yeah, I think most all the beaches are open. I don't know, Andy. I don't think they're going to limit anything. I think Thailand's going to say, hey, if 8 billion people want to come in tomorrow, they're going to let them in. I don't think they're going to hold up anything. The interesting thing's going to see that I want to see is I can almost guarantee you if we get a big influx of people, there's going to be a spike in cases. So I'm hoping they don't panic. Now, they didn't panic in Phuket. They said, oh, if it gets to this, we're going to reevaluate and do this and this. And they reevaluated and said, yeah, it's fine. Whatever's going on is fine. And it is. I mean, I think the cases, and I hate to say only, but I think yesterday there was 60, 68 people, under 100 people uh, dying a day, and they attribute that to COVID. Is it COVID? I don't know. Do I think it's COVID? No, because they used to tell you the medium. I don't know that word. Age, and they're saying it's like 65. So that means, like I said before, over half the people are like 80, or 85. So it's like, I know that there's a bunch of stuff that, no matter what you die of, you died of COVID. So it's coming down. I know it's still hovering, I think, around 10,000, but it's over 10,000 on the recovered. And that was the number that I've always said is the one to watch, is when the recovery rate goes above the infection rate. I think that everything's on the right track. And I still believe that. I'm leaning over again. Richard left. He's not there. He is. Hey, Les. I am. What's it called? I'm in Pattaya. I want to say. I'm horrible. I'm the place that we're going to go to tonight. I think is in John Tiem, and I'm not positive, but I'll find out. But Central Pattaya. Because I know that when we went out of here, she took around, when we went to John Tiem last night, she went through North Pattaya and then got on Sukhumvit, and then we jetted all the way over to John Tiem. So I'm just horrible on exactly where. But I'm hoping that we can meet up. I'd love to meet you. And I gave you my email. And I don't know what the hell happened. My phone, me and electronic devices. It popped up and it said something about you gave me your email address, and then it went away, and I'll be damned, I can't find where it went. I'm a complete moron sometimes when it comes to that stuff. But I would love to meet you. And I know that tonight, I think that Mitch is going, Mark, his significant other, Tom, his wife, his kids, me, my wife, and our kids, and to what Tom's saying is an excellent Italian restaurant. So, but I'm going to be here till Saturday at 5:00 lesson, and I do have a 125, so I can go anywhere I want. Okay, cool. You did not get it. I put it. Okay, your latest again. Instead of putting it in mine, I put it in a comment in your latest video, the one you just put out yesterday. Yesterday. Sorry about that. John Tiem Italian Place is good. Yeah, I got the name of it. I could probably look at it here. I know he sent it to me. Let me see. Which time that would be on Messenger. It is called the Pan Italian Restaurant. Where it's at, I don't know. He sent me the directions. I haven't opened them up yet. But it ought to be fun. There are going to be 7, 8, 9 people there, maybe. I don't know if Kevin from 30 and the Wake Up's going to go or not. I don't know if he is, but I know Mark's going, and I know I'm going. I know Tom's going. I know Mitch is going. So it'll be a bunch of fun. You're more than welcome. I'd love to meet you. Oh, you're on your way down today. Okay, cool. I'll look and see on your latest video, and send me a quick email, and I'll email you right back. And if you're around this area and you want to go, whatever, I'm not doing anything today, as far as I know, during the day. Like I said earlier, my wife and the 2 kids had to go to private school in Bangkok. The oldest had to take a test, so she's there from 9 till probably 1 o'clock, and then they got to get on a bus and come back. So. Yeah, and they're starting to drop too. So I know that the severe cases and the cases that are on ventilators have dropped. Um, so, and I want to say they said you have to check. Like I said, here's my disclaimer: always check whatever I say with the government. But I believe that they said Phuket 80% had gotten one dose, and 70% have gotten two. So they're getting pretty close to all the numbers everybody wants to see. And I know they're trying. I think they're giving like a half a million, uh, over a half a million shots a day. I think here in Thailand. I try to follow some of the stuff. But on vacation here, I've kind of been slacking. Okay, you've been there. Okay, yeah, that's what Tom said. Yeah, yeah, that sounds good, Les. I'm. I'll when you send me that, I'll try to. I'll send you the name of the hotel. The only reason I'm not putting the name of the hotel out is because of basically because of trolls. But I don't really care. You know, they want to come, come. But they know where I'm going to be at tonight. So, but yeah, definitely sounds good to me. I'll have a cup of coffee. Nikki's got to sleep. Yeah, you do. Thanks, Nikki. Always appreciated you stopping by. I got to start maybe trying to do one on UK time, which would be what 7, 8 o'clock. Our time here would be a good time for UK. I think I'll have to try that. Everyone, Davey should get some T-shirts made. Yeah, yeah, I probably will. Like I said, I changed my whole deal on it when my wife has got me talked into everything that the channel can make goes to her, and she gets to disperse it to the Thai people, whether it be in straight money. The whole I don't know what's she gonna do with $3. I can't see me ever making over $3, but she wants to give it to the back to the Thai people. It gives her. You got to understand a lot of the people that don't know the lifestyle of most Thai people is on the poor side, and she's never had the opportunity, except with me, to give to the workers. Like we took all that food over there and give stuff here and there. She's never been able to do it, and it makes her happy as hell. So it puts a big giant smile on her face. So I told her, okay, anything that comes in, it goes to you. You do what you want to with it, and I'll tell everybody where it went. So she's happy with that. Oh, okay. Here's with the wombat. All right, I might go there too. What do we got? How many people? Oh, it's been an hour and 20 minutes already. Okay, I think I'm going to end it. I think I'm going to go hop on that little scooter and take a ride over into town, and first I got to wait for an email from Les and and Brock. He just got he's back, and I'm shutting it down. But I'll probably do another one. Let's see, today's Wednesday. I guess Friday. I'll do one Friday and get on it. I have a lot of fun doing it. But right now, I'm going to look for Les's deal and take a shower and end this live stream. And everything that was in there, all the video's good. There's no lagging or anything, and the sound is good and all that. Okay, Tony, we'll see you later. Dirty old man Andy, unedited. Wowie, Cobus, everybody, thank you for coming by, and I will see you on the next one. Everybody, take care.